Hello, this is Bradley Graw. Welcome to one of my educational videos on my YouTube educational video series. This is a video on core strengthening. So first of all, I'm an orthopedic surgeon and joint replacement specialist at the Palo Alto Clinic. I'm a lifelong athlete and former collegiate lacrosse player at Yale. I've also been an orthopedic surgeon for about 10 years. I've created a series of exercises that are very good for your overall health, injury prevention, and also recovery from lower extremity injury or surgery, which is the focus of my practice. Today I'm going to go over 10 exercises, including a plank exercise, side plank, a Superman exercise, crunch and punch, sit up and punch, a reverse sit-up, a rope climb, a sitting twist and punch, an isometric oblique hold, all working up towards the bicycle crunch. Realize that you should build up towards this full program of exercises. You can also modify these exercises as you need, especially the plank and the side plank exercise. It's also okay to start with just a few. In my opinion, you might start with the plank, the side plank, and the Superman exercise if you were going to do any of these. You can also start for just 30 seconds a piece with each exercise, and I'd recommend you build up towards about 60 seconds or more for each. When all is said and done, once you build up your core strength, you should be able to maintain this through about 10 to 15 minutes of exercise just a couple times a week. First, we begin with the plank exercise. In this exercise, you support yourself on both hands and both feet, trying to maintain a stable core with your back neither too arched nor with your glutes too elevated. You want to try and maintain this position for 30 to 60 seconds. This can also be done in a modified fashion on your knees. If you're just getting started with plank exercises, this is a very good way to do this. You can experiment with a position that gets you the best burning feeling around your core. Next is the side plank exercise. I've adopted this from a yoga practice and can be done in many different ways. Notice that you can also modify this and have your knee on the ground, but in this exercise you're trying to engage your obliques, which are the side aspects of your core. The next exercise is a Superman style exercise, and this is performed on both hands and both knees. And what's done is extension of your opposite arm and leg at the same time, trying to engage your core, your glutes, and your associated extremity during the exercise, and holding for about 3 seconds. In series, you should take about 30 to 60 seconds for that exercise. Next are 2 crunch type exercises. This is a crunch and punch, and then a sit up and punch exercise. First, with the crunch, you want to stabilize yourself on the ground with your glutes on the ground, elevating, punching towards the ceiling with your left, then your right, or your right, and then your left arms, feeling contraction about your rectus and the anterior aspects of your core. This is related to, of course, the next exercise, which is the sit-up and punch. And in the sit-up and punch, you're going to work the lower aspect of your rectus compared to the crunch and punch. Here you're going to go back down towards the ground, and again extending and punching towards the front. The next exercise is the reverse sit-up, which does an even better job of working on the lower part of your core, extending down to your hip flexors. All of these muscles together create the stability to help prevent injury of the core, the back, and the lower extremities. In this exercise, you want to try and maintain a 90-degree angle at your knee while you flex your hip and bring your legs back down to the ground without high impact. The next two exercises are performed in this sitting type position. The first is the rope climb. Here you want to stabilize your core angled at about 60 degrees to 75 degrees off of the ground, extending and alternating each of your arms up towards the sky. As you do this, you'll feel an engagement of your obliques, which is the goal of this exercise. The next related exercise is the sitting twist and punch. And you can see as I demonstrate here, you want to maintain that same flexion at the waist and rotating every 2 to 3 seconds, punching left and then right. Each of these you should try to perform for 30 to 60 seconds. Now, we're all working up towards the final exercise, which is the bicycle crunch, which maintains a coordination of each of these exercises together. To completely warm up for this, you want to perform an isometric oblique hold as I'm doing here. So, on the same side, you're going to flex your hip and bring down your elbow, trying to get those close together and maintaining a contraction of your muscles there. Last is the bicycle crunch. So this is a more dynamic exercise where you are performing a crunch, but also a side twist, bringing your left elbow to your right knee and vice versa. If you can do this for over 30 or 60 seconds, that means you should be in pretty good shape. So to recap, we've gone over 10 different core strengthening exercises, ranging from the plank and Superman type exercises to crunches and sit-ups, all advancing towards the bicycle crunch, which tends to be the most difficult, more dynamic exercise. Please again remember to build up towards the full program. Don't hesitate to modify these activities as you start, and try to build up to a 10 or 15 minute program a couple times a week. Thanks so much for listening. Good luck on your overall health, fitness, and strength. And don't hesitate to reach out to our team if you have any questions. Thanks so much.